Good morning, afternoon or evening, depending on where you are watching this video. Hello there. As you hopefully know, my name is Daniel Howard, and as you saw from my last video, I kind of gave you a rundown of my life a little bit. So today I want to talk about God and my faith. Now just know that I'm not one of those guys that will push my faith onto you. You're free to believe what you want to believe. This is kind of a story of why I believe in what I believe in. So God plays an important part of my life because he answered my prayers when I thought he was ignoring me 4 years ago when I met my wife. Jump back a little bit, 8 years ago. I first got diagnosed with Kalman syndrome. I was very confused, and undergoing treatment it certainly didn't help. Even though it was only injections, which I didn't really mind, and still don't. It just sort of affected me mentally, like, am I the only one with this kind of thing? But it turned out I wasn't, so that was cool. In 2009, I turned to Facebook to see if I could find anyone on there that had KS. I couldn't. It turns out I was spelling Kalman syndrome wrong, so that's pretty embarrassing. But no, during that time, since I got diagnosed and stuff, I prayed for an angel to come down for me, and would love me for me, because I tried very hard to impress other girls and stuff. Because before getting treatment, I didn't really care, what other girls thought, but after treatment, that certainly changed. I kept praying, and I get bullied a lot because I was very different. But I went home and I was over it. So instead of praying for an angel, I prayed for death. I wanted God to kill me. I didn't see any point of living anymore. But it wasn't until 2012 until God answered my first prayer, thankfully. I found back on Facebook on a page which I misspelt for Kalman syndrome. So since that day, that first message I sent Rebecca and she sent me, I knew that God had listened. It felt pretty amazing to know that he actually listens and that he cares and he loves us. Since then I've kind of learned a little bit more about the Bible and faith and God and all those kind of important things. So the reason I believe in God and the reason I have God so close to me is because he gave me Rebecca, and he continues to give me what I need, and I ask for things kind of specifically. I'm a little vague when it comes to that, but when I ask for things, he gives them to me. Now I'm not talking like $1 million check or a 2016 Chevy Stingray, Corvette Stingray, because I would like one of those. But God doesn't put me, God doesn't give me those things. He gives me the opportunity to do those things, and as he does to you all as well. So my faith has definitely been impacted since the day I met Beck. That was the day I realised that God existed, that God loves me, and that he listens to me, and that he answers my prayers. So that was pretty fun. So my faith was definitely tested, and it has been almost every day. Pre-Rebecca, pre-faith, I just gave up. I was, over it, as I'm sure most of you have been to. At some stage in your life, you're just like, you know what, I don't care, I'm done. To be honest with you, I get to that stage now. Just because I don't know. Actually, I don't know. But what you must do when faith is tested is just remember those times where you've had faith in a tough time and it's come through. That's what I do. Like recently, I live in a pretty crappy house at the moment, with some crappy situations going on at the moment, but I put forth to God my heart's desires, as it so says in the Bible, but don't quote me which chapter, so I can't remember. I think it might be Matthew. I can't remember. But so I put forth my prayers to God, and I trusted in God. I still do. And I said to God, I trust you, and I have faith in you, and I believe that what you have planned is more than what I have planned. And it turns out that I've now got a house, I'm renting a house. My wife's definitely coming over now, lovely summer girl. She'll be here in 26 days. That's pretty sad. 26 days she'll be here. And just things turned around. They're still hard. There's still a lot of challenges to overcome. But I know that God is going to be always with me. And no matter what, I just have to keep faith that things will get better. I'd have to say the best part about believing in God would be the fact that I know I'm saved. I give my heart and soul to Jesus Christ nearly every day. Just to make sure, because I know I'm a sinner. I've sinned a lot. I sinned today, probably sin tomorrow. But at the end of the day, and during the day, I pray that God forgives me. And yeah, I pray for His forgiveness every day. I pray for Rebecca. I pray for all the bad things to stop happening, even though that won't happen. But what's the best part about believing in God is knowing that I'm saved. Is knowing that one day, when my time is up, I get to go to heaven, to that wonderful place beyond earth, and see all my old mates again, see my family, and live happily and eternally with God forever. That's pretty cool. I think the hardest part about believing in God is the fact that people are so ridiculed for believing in God. It is completely my choice. It is completely your choice if you choose to follow Buddha, if you choose to follow Vishnu, is it? The Indian God. I don't care who you believe in. As you believe in someone, that's the main thing. You can believe in science. That's your choice, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with my choice to believe in God. The hardest part about believing in God, though, is being judged for being Christian, being laughed at, having your thoughts and ideas be put below everyone else's. But yeah, it says in Luke, I had to Google this, I'm ashamed of myself. It says in Luke 12:8, I tell you, whoever publicly acknowledges me before others, the Son of Man will also acknowledge before the angels of God. I am, or have been, a little bit afraid to admit to people that, I am a believer because of the ridicule. But then I think, this life ain't forever. And I'm sorry if you don't believe me. I'm sorry if you don't believe in God. That's your choice, though. Please don't judge me for my choices. So yeah, thanks for listening to my little spiel thing about faith in God, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.